For the last few years, I have been traveling around Europe with this car, for which I had created a system that allowed me to fit a bed for two people inside. This system was getting too small for us, so I sold the car and I bought a small bed. I decided to buy the NV200 from Nissan, since its dimensions would allow me to use it both as a camper and as an everyday life vehicle. Inside, you could put drawers, a battery system, an interior table, cabinets, clean and grey water tanks, a sink that can be converted into an outdoor shower, a chemical toilet, and a sofa that can be converted into a double bed. All this while preserving the capacity to carry from 2 to 5 people. If you want to know how I did all this, join me in this series of episodes where I will detail the entire process. Before I started carpeting the walls, I added a layer of the material that will be used on the floor in the wheel wards, adding a little bit more noise insulation. With the wheel wards insulated, it was time to carpet the walls. For this task, we used a special type of fabric called four-stretch way, which stretches to a certain point. We started to apply adhesive spray on the metal and the carpet, and little by little we glued it to the wall, starting at the top left and extending downwards to the right. It was very important to take advantage of the elastic property of this type of material, to adapt it to the curves of the walls of the van. Once the entire surface of the wall was covered, we began cutting the holes for the door, window and speakers. process on the other one. Once the two walls were finished, we separately made the piece of roof that joins them. And after a very hot day and a lot of work, the walls were finished, except for the front doors and the back doors. For the doors, first we had to mark how far the carpet had to go, so that it wouldn't stick out and could get wet. Working with the doors moving from side to side proved to be a bit trickier, but little by little and with patience we were able to carpet without having to disassemble them. Door completed, we moved on to the second one. With the experience gained, it was done much faster. Finally, only the two rear doors remained to be carpeted. We started with the small one, since the large one has a handle that turned out to be a little bit difficult to get around. For the last door, we were running out of material, so we made it in two pieces. In the final result, it is imperceptible. Has two peculiarities, the first being the rear window heaters, which we had to disconnect and pass through a hole in the carpet to reconnect later. The second is the handle that opens the rear door. We didn't want to remove it, so we worked around it. And after the whole weekend, this is the final result. All the walls and doors of the van have been carpeted, and this is starting to feel like a home.